We've now got the busiest man in Cowes, without a doubt, during Cowes Week, Stuart Quarrie. Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Now, Stuart is the MD, Chief Exec of Cowes Week.
Chief Exec of Cowes Week Limited.
Okay, and we're really pretty lucky to get some time with him. I just thought it'd be interesting to give the viewers a background on the history of Cowes Week. I know it's got a long, strong heritage.
Okay, Cowes Week started in 1826, which is an awfully long time ago. Even I wasn't born then, with a one-day regatta for 7 yachts, and it's developed since then. In 1964, it ceased to be a series of one-day regattas and became a cohesive week-long event. And since then, it's been in more or less the same form, although it keeps getting bigger and developing, and technology we use gets better and better.
Right.
And it just gets more exciting.
And over the last 10 years or so, it's expanded seriously down here, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. It's not just that the regatta's got bigger. The number of people that come to Cowes and to the Isle of Wight to enjoy the festival has also got much, much bigger. To the extent now that, as well as 8,500 sailors, we estimate there's about 100,000 visitors during the week.
Wow. And that's people staying on the island, is it?
Some staying on the island, some day tripping.
Right.
So a lot of people come over just for a day, and an awful lot more stay on the island and come and enjoy Cowes during the regatta.
And that's led to the extension down the parade of
yes,
more and more, the extreme 40s at the end. It all neatly ties together.
Yeah, 10 years ago, the Cowes Week was centred around the Yacht Haven, and that was really the only special tented village. And we've now developed so that there are enough people to justify having the Yacht Haven still as a major place, which takes nearly 5,000 spectators, people enjoying the atmosphere. But there's also the Parade Village and Shepherd's Wharf, so the whole of the town is spread. And for the last few years, we've also had the Extreme Sailing Series at Egypt Point, which adds a fourth focal point.
I was watching the incident yesterday of the capsize on the Extreme 40s. There's some pretty exciting stuff out there. There's a reason it's called Extreme, isn't it?
Exactly. If they never did that, you'd have to just call them 40s, and that'd be boring.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because along with the development of Cowes and Cowes Week, there's been the development of different types of media, and seeing that, and also the footage of the boat with the tanker, it brings a really different feel, builds a massive global audience for you.
Oh, it does. And again, when I first came here 14 years ago, we had a website, but it was very, very basic. Email had only been invented about a year before. Now we hardly write any letters, send millions of emails. The website is huge, millions and millions of page impressions, and certainly the online media is just developed out of all recognition.
And is that, technology, getting GPS on the boats, that's one form of expansion. What's the next thing for Cowes Week? Where's it going, do you think?
Well, one of the things we have done this year is we're doing, with our new sponsor, Aberdeen Asset Management, we've done a little trial for tracking some of the boats we're using our own smartphones.
Yeah.
And so this year we're doing that just with 30 boats, three different small classes. Next year, assuming the feedback's good and it all works, and we think it is working, we intend to expand that out to the whole fleet.
Right.
So that anybody with a smartphone can register, download an app, and be tracked.
Right.
And that will be an enormous step forward again in entertainment, global entertainment for spectators who just can't be here in person.
It's interesting because actually watching that stuff live online, you do feel part of it, even though obviously it can be removed by thousands of miles.
Absolutely, and for a number of years now we've had Cowes Radio, which streams online, so you can be sitting in your office the other side of the world, listening live to what's happening on the start line.
So, what about entertainment for people in the future? What are you thinking Cowes Week for people who attend the event? Because it's not just sailors, is it? As you said, it's enthusiasts, people just out for the day as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about 40% of the spectators who come to Cowes Week are actually sailors. The other 60% just enjoy it. without necessarily knowing very much about it. So the entertainment needs to be very diverse. So there's live music every night. We have a family day now that's just started this year to encourage families to come with entertainment for youngsters as well. There's things like face painting and there's all sorts of things going on. And the entertainment is everything from beer tents where you can just chill out, chat with your mates, have a drink, to really posh club balls where you dress up in your finery and have a different sort of evening.
You mentioned the new sponsor, and what we're picking up from walking around speaking to people is that it's brought a sort of additional vibrancy to the event. People are really excited by having a sponsor back.
It's not just being excited by it, and the sponsor and our sponsorship deal with Aberdeen Asset Management gives us the money to run the event how we want to and to take it forward to the next era, if you like. But it also, with the leverage that the activation that they do within the town, all the branding, the hospitality and so on and so forth, that brings a huge amount of extra money into the town, which means that all the venues have more money to put better acts on, to do their bits better, which means the whole town is more alive.
Right, yeah. Hurrah for them.
Absolutely, yes.
And how long's the deal with them? Is it quite long?
Initial contract's 3 years, but we very much hope that it'll be the start of a long-term relationship. And certainly Aberdeen's previous history in sports sponsorship is that once they get into something, assuming they like it, at the moment we're sure they like our regatta, they're in it for the long term.
Brilliant. Well, I know it's incredibly busy time. Really appreciate your time.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks a lot for that.
Okay.
Cheers.
Pleasure. Cheers.